I hope you guys like the new fall theme of Le Bedroom. Nothing says fall like pine cones. Are you so excited for fall? In today's video, I thought I'd let you guys get to know me a little better. So I decided to do the TMI tag, in which I answer a bunch of TMI questions that I found on this really reliable website. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button up there if you're on a computer. If you're on a mobile device, hit the subscribe button down there right by my name. Subscribing is a great way to stay updated with my weekly videos, and I'll also love you forever for it. So, okay, let's just jump right into these questions. Number 1, what are you wearing? I am actually wearing this cute little Neverland tee from a company called Agnes and Dora. Also, fun fact, if you don't see the bottom half of my body in a video, I am definitely wearing pajama bottoms. Number 2, ever been in love? Not yet. I don't know, I'm just like waiting for the right person to come along. JK, I am married, so it would be weird if I was not ever in love. Ever had a terrible breakup? Pretty much all my high school relationships ended up in a terrible breakup, so yes. How tall are you? I am 5 foot and 4 inches. Guys, I'm sorry, I can't lie to you. I am actually 5'3" 3/4. That felt really good to get out. How much do you weigh? I weigh somewhere between 50 pounds and 400 pounds. That's as accurate as I can get. Any tattoos? So I haven't told my parents this yet, but I have one right. Psych! No tattoos. Any piercings? Obviously, I have a pair of lobe piercings. I actually also used to have a second pair of piercings on my lobes and one on my cartilage, but those have closed up. OTP. One true pairing. Oh, wow, I feel like such a noob for not knowing what that meant. Jim and Pam from The Office. Hope I answered that right. Favorite show is and will always be The Office. Favorite bands? In high school, I used to be this really big rocker chick. Could wear like the dark eyeliner, the tank tops with like the band names on them, and like the Converse, except for I couldn't afford real Converse, so I wore Airwalks from Payless. It's funny though, because I feel like my taste in music in high school is the only thing that carried over to present day Ariel, because I still love like rock music, which is weird because you would never ever guess that about me. All-time favorites would have to be like Fall Out Boy, Blink-182, Sum 41, We the Kings, etc, etc, etc. Something you miss? My parents. Favorite song? That's like the worst question in the world. Why would you do that to me? Why? How about we just play the first song that comes up in shuffle mode on iTunes? I'm sorry, I'm in Apple Music. We'll name that my favorite song. Oh hey! I will give 10 points to anyone who can guess what song that was. How old are you? I am 23 years old. I'm actually turning 24 in like 2.5 weeks. October 9, guys. Zodiac sign. I believe I am a Libra. Quality you look for in a partner. Well, he has to be very fluffy. He has to have white, gray, and black fur. He has to have a very furry tail and be really good at cuddling. I haven't quite found that partner yet. Favorite quote? Home is where I can look and feel ugly and enjoy. I read that on the internet somewhere. Favorite actor? I really adore Chris Pratt. Favorite color? My favorite color is whatever color this blanket is, because it's nice. Loud music or soft? Depending on how I'm feeling. Where do you go when you're sad? I usually just crawl into my bed and sleep. How long does it take you to shower? Ooh, now we're getting to the TMI part. On average, it probably takes me like 10 to 15 minutes. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? Well, I would say that it takes me about half an hour, but if you asked Connor, he would say it takes me like 3 hours. So whichever source is more reliable. Ever been in a physical fight? No, I actually have never been in a physical fight. Turn on. Turn on what? Oh, like turn on, like what's a turn on? A turn on for me would be when a guy had a really good sense of humor. Turn off guys who are very conceited. The reason I joined YouTube. Fun fact, I actually joined YouTube like 5 years ago. Me and my friend Jenna used to post videos of us covering songs. Oh gosh, that was such a long time ago. I'm sure those videos are floating somewhere out there on the internet. I guess you could say I used to be in a band. We called ourselves, actually, I'm not gonna tell you what we called ourselves because that would be too easy. I will give 100 points to the first person who finds our really old YouTube videos. And people who know me in real life, you can't play because that's cheating. Fears. I do have a fear of scary movies, if that counts as a fear. Last thing that made you cry. I was actually watching the Emmys last night, and they were showing a montage of all the TV shows that had their farewell season this year, and they showed a clip from Parenthood from the last episode. And I don't want to give out any spoilers, but if you watch Parenthood, you probably know what part I'm talking about, and that made me cry a little bit again. Last time you said you loved someone. I love you. Last book you read. This is really embarrassing because I wish I read more books. The last book I half read was Paper Towns. Never finished the book, so I just watched the movie. The book you're currently reading. I'm not reading a book right now. Let's read more books, shall we? Last person you talked to. What's up, Samson? Last time you were insulted. I am insulted by how many questions this thing has. What instruments do you play? I play the guitar and sometimes the piano. Favorite piece of jewelry? My wedding ring, of course. Last time you hung out with anyone? What kind of question is that? How sad if someone's answer was never. I don't know, I'm kind of hanging out with Samson right now. Well, I hope you enjoyed listening to me answer these not so TMI questions. I'm really excited for next week's video because I'm doing something fashion related, and I don't know why I just did that with my fingers. So make sure you tune in for that. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, stay updated on my weekly Wednesday videos, and other than that, I think we are done here. So have a great day, guys, and we'll see you next week. Bye! I feel like I look like Ariana Grande in this video, and I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.